Right. Yo, what is up? It's your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco. Welcome back to another Minecraft Dungeons. If you're new to the channel, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. And if you already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get things started. Let me make sure the stream is up and going. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful evening, a wonderful morning in some parts of the world. Oh, shit. Yo, what up, what up? Rooter Jr. Samaj the Beast. How are you doing, my boy Samaj the Beast? Welcome to the stream. How's everything? How's your day going so far? Rooter Jr., how are you? Is that what you meant to say? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty relaxed tonight. Happy and excited that we're going to continue with the adventure. We're definitely going to go ahead and continue with the adventure mode. We definitely want to try to reach Apocalypse, but I was having a little bit of trouble because last time I kept dying in the same level because I was being careless. This time we're going to play it safe. If we do have to back up a little bit, we're going to back up, but yeah. Today we're going to talk a little bit about everything. Today we're pretty much going to be gaming. We're going to be talking about life, just about, you know, things that just could happen in life to anyone, problems, I guess, and how best we can deal with things. Making sure that, you know, during these times we're not feeling depressed or letting things get to us and whatnot. So, but it is open to discussion for whatever you guys want today, obviously. But we're also going to have fun. You know, the whole purpose of this is to focus on positive things and ensure that we're enjoying the stream and the gameplay as well, you know, without taking away from what we actually have. First of all, the game is fucking beautiful. I mean, I'm sorry, man. The game is just amazing. I've been having fun left and right, even when I die. So I cannot complain. Samaj the Beast, what's the plans for the weekend, my boy? What are you gonna be up to? Do you have anything planned, by the way? I believe school is over now, if I'm not mistaken. Rooter Jr., how have you been? I don't think I've heard from you back since I asked you a question, but it's all good, my boy. I do have viewers that like to lurk in the back, and that's perfectly fine, as long as you guys are enjoying the stream. How did your PS4 break? So this is where we were last time. Basically, we have to complete all of these in a particular order. We somehow the creepy crypt, and this is something that I did not notice until now, and I'm surprised I did not notice this in the first walkthrough. Every time you die and you play, or I guess the level goes up, the adventure level, the actual mission, actually the floor plan, I noticed shifts. It doesn't necessarily entirely change, but it shifts or rotates to where it's a little bit confusing. How did your PS4 die? Did it have? You don't mind me asking. So I'm feeling much better now. I was a little bit sad earlier, to be quite honest. I was a little bit anxious. Something was getting to me, and I was like feeling a little bit bad because I didn't know I didn't know how to deal with it at the moment. I wouldn't say it's something too serious. It's something that can be handled. Which is kind of ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I could probably tell you guys what it is, but it's just I didn't know how to handle it. You know, I was feeling a little bit sad and whatnot, and most of the week I've been working, which is why I haven't been streaming. Moving it around, but I'll get a new one and get it in GTA. Yes, we definitely have to play GTA. We're gonna go inside of the cave. Now, when we go inside of the cave, all these motherfuckers are gonna come out of nowhere, and you're gonna see what I mean. Long story short, getting back to what I was saying, it wasn't something too serious. At the end of the day, I was thinking about, like, the most important thing in life at the end of the day is that you have your family, right? You have to acknowledge what you do have, the positive things, right? So I thought about it. I was like, I still have my mom. I still have my father alive. I still have my sister alive, my nephews, my niece. I still have my pets alive. I still have all of these things around me that are positive, surrounding me, that will always keep me, you know, with my spirits up. So in my head, I was like, why am I feeling so anxious, so sad about this, when there's a solution that no matter what happens, I'm gonna be fine. You guys want to know what happened? Basically, I used to live in another place a long time ago, and the place, how can I put it? It was an old house, and it was managed by somebody who was supposed to take care of that place, right? So where I used to live, it used to rain a lot. So, you know, I'm paying my rent. I used to pay it. I paid it on time, all the time. I used to pay it like a week in advance. And what pissed me off is that, you know, I wanted to have my family come visit over. I have bought these really nice, what's it called? Like furniture, and it got damaged. It was like suede. Yo, what up, Nani? How you doing, my boy? Yeah, there's always a solution. My advice, just because I didn't want to prolong the story, unless you guys don't mind hearing it, is that you should never succumb to despair. Never succumb to despair. You know. And you know, I'm not a religious person, but I like to talk to God from time to time. Oh! It helps. It helps. You know that you have, you know, someone there always. You know. And you always have to be kind to yourself. Sometimes it's good to, oh shit. It's good to talk to yourself, you know. It's a different story we do it in public in front of people, because people are gonna be like, oh shit, this motherfucker's crazy. No, it's okay to do that in private, you know, because you, at the end of the day, you're just being kind to yourself, and your body reacts to how you treat yourself, you know. We're gonna have to fight this motherfucker right here, but anyways, so the place where I used to live at, the rain kept coming through, and it messed up my sofa, you know. I didn't, you know, I reached out to them and told them, hey, you need to come and fix this shit. It's just messing up everything I have, and you know, now I have family that's gonna come visit over and whatnot. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, there's gonna be no sofa. There's nowhere for me to have them to sleep. Like, what do you want me to do? So time kept passing by. And mold started coming out of the walls. The walls started peeling really bad. It was getting yellow. It started smelling bad, and I was like, yo, you gotta come fix this. Like, this needs to be fixed. And you guys tell me at the end if I'm right or wrong. So my lease was about to be up in like about 2 months, and I still had a 1-month security deposit, right? So at that point, my dad also was feeling ill, and you know, he had an accident at work, and we didn't know if he was gonna survive or not. So if I didn't go back, for example, from where I was living, like, sometimes, you know, parents are like that, you know, like, or just in general, human beings, if you get really sick and you're away from people who love you, like, you're gonna end up dying. You're gonna end up dying. I'm sorry to say it like that, but you're gonna end up dying because you don't have that support, you don't have that positive energy there with you, you know, to keep you going. So I was telling her, you know, there's the issue with the apartment, right? That the fucked up, it's fucked up that you're not fixing this shit. My dad is sick, so I have no other choice to move out. Like, I'm not gonna stay here. Mind you, I have proofs, I have videos, I have letters that I've sent to her, all this other shit. So then, fast forward, I come back, you know, I move back to New York, and like 5 years pass already. And then a letter comes in today, right? Mind you, it's Friday, right? I'm already having to deal with a bunch of shit at work. What up, Nani? How you been, my boy? And the letter says you're being sued. I'm like, what? I'm being sued? I'm like, first the coronavirus, right? I mean, I'm still working, but at the same time, it's like, I've never been sued. Like, what does this mean? So I started going crazy, looking at videos, looking online, like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. I was just like so scared. So like, what the fuck? And I noticed there was the name of the building, and I was like, of the place that I leased to live there. And you know, my tenant rights are that if a place is uninhabitable for you to live in, you could break your lease and move out because it's hazardous, you know. And I have proof of all of that. Like, I pretty much told her, you know, this is hazardous. I can't stay here. So now this bitch is on something like, oh, they're suing me for. I think it's small. No, it's not small collections. It's a civil lawsuit. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? What up, Gaming with Toys? GTA Online together. Yeah, I'll let you know if I play GTA Online after this. I'll let you know. So then, you know, money-wise, I'm not too worried, because whatever it is, you know, we'll figure it out. But the issue is now you gotta make me waste time, you know. It's like, after 5 years, like, what the fuck was the point of that? On top of that, you didn't want to fix my apartment. You did me dirty. I reached out to you several times. I have proof of this. I have videos of the place that look fucked up. I have the pictures with dates and everything, and I'm like, alright, you want to go to court, we'll go to court. Like, I don't mind taking time off. Great thing is that my boss is understanding. I don't have to give her the reason why I'm going to go away. But there's a lot of work to be done at this time, and I would hate to take off. So it's like the worst time for this to happen. So Monday, I'm going to have to call whoever the fuck sent that letter and be like, what is going on? Tell me what this is. And tell them I'm no longer involved with that. That was like 5 years ago. It is. So I don't know how much they're gonna ask. To be quite honest with you, best case scenario, they'll ask for the 2 months that were up on the lease. This is just saying worst case, best case scenario in a sense, meaning that like I lose and they decide how much I'm gonna pay. Or an agreement. I'm sorry. It's gonna go to agreement. We're gonna have to pretty much decide what we're gonna do, negotiate before it actually goes to trial. And if we get to a negotiation, it gets resolved and the case gets tossed. So they may be asking probably for the 2 months that I went away. That's gonna be 750 times 2. It's gonna be what, 1,500? They doing me wrong. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna fight it. I'm not gonna give up. Don't get me wrong. Like, I looked into lawyers. I haven't spoken with my dad yet. Mind you, I'm already a grown ass man, but sometimes I like speaking to my dad because my dad is I don't know. He's just that figure that you go to when you want that advice. You know, it's not that, and that father's advice is much more different than a friend's advice. You know, or a brother's advice. A father's advice. You know, it's just different. But my dad always has my back, and you know he has money. I don't have to worry about that. I mean, I'm worried about me because I don't like depending on people. You know, I never like asking people for money, and that's not why we're talking about this today. It was just me trying to vent. So whatever it is, you know, I could pay it back. So we're looking at probably what, 1,500. How much is this game? Samaj the Beast. This game came out not too long ago, maybe last month, and we're looking at maybe $40. Alright, my bad if I kept going back and forth. I was literally trying to just make sure my reloads are good. Now that they are, mind you, I don't have any arrows at this time. Oh, there you go. I called it, and I was like, oh shit, baby. Alright, and so, yeah, so pretty much I was like a little bit depressed, you know. I was like a little bit depressed, and I was like, yo, why does this happen to the best of people? Like, they're being petty over like little amounts of cash. It's not like it's like over 25,000. So what they're gonna ask, they say worst case, best case scenario. If we get to a negotiation, I'm gonna see how much they want, but I'm gonna have to tell them like, you have to leave me the fuck alone after this. If I really wanted to fight, I mean, I'm gonna speak with my lawyer on Monday anyways. He's gonna tell me what to do. If he thinks that we have a case based on, I think we have a case, but I'm not a lawyer. I think we have a case based off of the videos, the letters I sent to her, asking her to come and fix this shit. Like, she wouldn't come and fix it, ignore me, tell me that she's busy. Like, I have proof of all of that. I have the videos, I have the pictures. So I think we have a case, but I would like to confirm that from the actual lawyer first. But then I'm gonna call the other guy too who sent the letter and be like, you know, what's going on with this? Like, why, like, what does she want? What does this place want? Yeah, GTA actually got a new car, by the way. Like, we have to go, like, if you're gonna play the roulette, I'm gonna tell you right now, play the roulette this week. They have a car that's worth like around 9 million, 10 million, no, 4 million, I'm sorry, 4 million, and it's one of those rare cars. So if you're gonna play GTA Online, play the roulette. Go to the casino, do what you gotta do. It's free, you're not wasting anything. So you go ahead and play the roulette, spin the wheel. So yeah, my boys, they swing my ass. And worst case, base case scenario, let's say they come to a negotiation, they're probably gonna ask around maybe $5,000. Now in my head I was thinking like, do I give up and be like, here, take the money, now leave me the fuck alone, don't bother me ever again? But then, will it stop them from coming back? If the Lord tells me I have a case, then I'm gonna go with it, you know? I'm gonna have to travel back over there, and a lot of people on Instagram were telling me you should do like a video or like a progression of this and how you're dealing with it, because it must be tough, and you know, a lot of people like going through it won't know what to do. And I'm like, I'm no expert, but I don't know how I feel about narrating my fucking pain. I mean, I'm doing it now, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the stocks right now. I'm gonna finish what I was gonna say. So, long story short, I'm good. My whole point was, things in life are gonna happen, right? Don't let that ever get you down. At the end of the day, I took a hot and then cold shower, and I was thinking about it. I was like, listen, there's other shit, worse things happening in the world. There's people who don't have a home. They literally lost everything. Little kids who've lost parents, who've lost, like, there's just like really sick shit happening out there. And in my head, I'm like, you have your parents alive, you have your siblings here in the house, you have your nephews. Enjoy your nephews, enjoy time with your sister, enjoy time with your mom. Like, whatever it is that you have to pay, it will get paid, you know. It's not a big deal. Money is replaceable, you know. Family is not. So never succumb to despair, and just you know, hold on to hope. Anyways, let's go into a more positive. That was just me trying to just let you guys know what the fuck was going on, man. Cause that shit just tripped me the fuck out, bitch. Woo! So my boy Nanny was talking to me about stocks. Like, we're shifting gears completely into something else. Yeah, if you guys are feeling sad or bad about anything, just, you know, just use that story as an example to understand that, you know, never give up, like my boy Samaj and Gaming, you know, were telling me. Never give up. You ever thought about getting a donation on YouTube? I thought about that, to be quite honest with you. I could always, I could always put my PayPal there. Like, the issue is not about the money, but I get where you're coming from. Somebody was saying do a GoFundMe page, and I was like, I don't know. The money really is not the issue, but if there is any help, obviously I'm not gonna turn them down, because any helping hand is a helping hand. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see about setting up. I don't really know, to be quite honest with you, how that would go, how that would work. But yeah, and to be honest with you, when you do the freaking it's not like a fucking AK. Oh! I deactivated the donation thing through YouTube because I noticed that they take a big chunk out of the donation. It's like ridiculous. OBS, I used to do it through OBS, and OBS would take a big chunk of it too. And I was like, what the hell? So what I was thinking of doing is just put my PayPal up, and just, you know, PayPal only takes like 10% or 5%, I think, or 1%, I think, even, which is way better than what these other places are taking. So yeah, no worries, Samaj the Beast. Listen, honestly, I don't want the money. I think, like I said, the money's not the issue. To be honestly, I'd rather have everybody's support and positiveness, you know. I think that keeps me, you know, going and feeling like, okay, you know, people understand that, you know, this is something that could happen to anyone, and there's worse things in life that could happen, but remaining positive is the main goal, you know, because we're gonna get through this. And I actually do want to narrate now, or like record this whole thing, the process, and what happens. And then when Monday comes and nothing comes of it, and they tell me that it's just a mistake, even better, you know. But yeah, stocks. Now, most of you don't know about stocks, and if you're very young, it's good that you guys understand about this. Now, I would recommend that if you're very young, right? Definitely. Oh, this is what happened last time. Oh, this is what happened last time! Please! 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 Cocksuckers! Woo! 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 No fucking way I survived that! You need more people like you, me, like everyone in the stream. No, absolutely. And that's why, like I said, I'd rather have you guys support in the sense of you guys, you know, just being there, you know, being supportive. That's all I need, to be quite honest with you guys. Getting back to the stocks. If you're very young, I suggest you speak with your parents and ask them about investing, putting a fund for you to decide. You don't need to put up that much money. You guys are fairly young. See if you guys are like 10 years old. Have them put a fund for you. All they have to do, literally every paycheck, is put $10 aside for you guys. Literally, they take it out of their paycheck automatically, right? And by the time you guys turn 18, you have enough money in that fund that could potentially be used even for college. You never know. So... Oh, you cocksucker! I wasn't even close to you! Anyways, but... So, investing in stocks, to simplify, right? There is apps out there that now have simplified the methods of buying stocks, correct? Now, I do want to do a full disclaimer here. I'm not an expert or not a business advisor or a stock advisor. This is pretty much my experiences with stocks and what I've found, what I've learned throughout my amateur, I guess, escapades with stocks. So, when I started investing, I got introduced to stocks actually about 9 years ago actually. And the way I got introduced to it was another job that I used to work at back in the day. They had these things that are called 401ks. We could talk about that another time, but there's just something called 401ks. And what that is pretty much is like a retirement account. Now, the weird thing about this 401k that I had is not really a 401k, but it was like a 403b. A 403b is more for a non-profit organization, so that means they take less taxes out, which is great. So then I started finding out that, okay, I could use these things potentially for investing, right? Because that's how I got introduced. It says you're pretty much investing in yourself, for that way when you get old, like around 70 years old, you'll have enough money for you to retire, right? So then I was like, these can't be the only stocks. I always hear about the stocks, right? You guys always hear about the market. Oh, the SP, and then the thing went down. Oh shit! Come on! Not again, please, not again. So then I got curious. I said, let me do a little investigation and see what this is about. So when I looked up the S&P and I saw how much it cost, I was like, I don't got this type of money. That's crazy. So it was like the S&P right now, just to buy one stock of theirs is like what, $20,000. I'm just exaggerating, but let's just say that's how much it costs. It just costs a lot of money. So I was like, you know what, there's gotta be stocks that cost less. So when I looked up, I went to Google and I just put stocks, you know, that cost less things, and I looked at penny stocks. Penny stocks are a little bit more risky because they're for companies that they're just upcoming. They can either boom and become solid companies, you know, or they could just go bankrupt. And, you know, most of the penny stocks are for companies that just became public and they're just not as popular. Let's put it that way, just in layman terms. And they're more than likely going to fail or succeed. So I've had luck with penny stocks, but we'll get to that later on. Did you say anything about the stocks? Yeah, I've just started talking about it. Oh shit, please don't die. I'm gonna go to bed. It's 1:55. Alright, Samash the Beast, thank you for coming through. As always, I appreciate you, my boy. Keep in touch. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Get some sleep. So stocks, right? So getting back to that. So then you didn't miss much, but pretty much I got introduced then to penny stocks because I googled what are stocks that cost less than the S&P 500, right? The S&P 500 is pretty much a stock that's traded in the market that controls several stocks, and it's popular because it's one of the big ones that has pretty much built up the market, right? So much. Have a good night and thank you for hearing me out. All right. It's good advice from both ends. So that, yeah, we got introduced to penny stocks, and the way it was explained to me was that there are charts. There are these charts that indicate how the company is doing. News always affect a company. Whatever news comes out for that company, it always affects how much it's gonna go up, how much it's gonna go down. One thing they did explain to me that I have to understand, that anyone has to understand, that whatever goes up comes down, right? And whatever goes down, in this case at least, goes back up. So I looked at some penny stocks and I decided to buy. They're penny stocks because they're literally worth a couple of pennies. They're not worth that much. I started buying a couple of these penny stocks because I looked at their charts, I looked at their business plan, I looked at it. You look at how much they earn on a quarterly basis, how much is their net revenue, how much are they spending, how much are they having an income. So these are little things that I picked up immediately and that you should keep in mind. That's when you know you're investigating a company to see if it's worth putting your money into it, right? Now, don't get me wrong, there's companies that are like big names and that there's no point of investing in them anymore at this point because they're past, like, their bubble already bursted, let's put it that way. And what I mean by their bubble already bursted is that they're so expensive at this point that whatever gains they do have, they're gonna be very minimum, as opposed to having momentum when they were a much more younger or fresher company. These are companies that are gonna be stable, that are low risk at this point, pretty much, which is fine to buy them. It's pretty much if you want to be safe, but there's potential. There's a risk to lose though as well too, because the problem is this: that if the company stops becoming popular, then you're kind of effed up. Let's give you an example. The store Dick's Sporting Goods. I think they were a publicly traded company, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the company started doing really bad because nobody really was buying things in there. Like Models was probably more known than them. Oh, please! So sorry about that. So, what the fuck was I saying about the stocks, right? Yeah. So eventually what happened with the Model stock is that, let's just give it an example, right? It was worth, let's say, $100, right? At its peak. Dick's Sporting Goods was a really well-known name. And I'm gonna talk about mergers later on, so I'm throwing a little bit of everything in there. So just like I said, just hear me out. It's gonna make sense towards the end. So all of these little tricks that I was learning about penny stocks, I knew that I could apply that to every other stock, as long as I did my homework. That's the important thing. As long as you do your homework and you investigate a company to see how well they're doing, you're gonna know if it's worth, and you can anticipate a little bit as to when it's good to strike. So what happened was that then, let's say that store Dick's starts losing popularity, right? Because nobody really is buying there. Models is more popular. Nobody's really going to stores. Everybody's shopping online. Their stock started to decline because they weren't doing that well. Now a lot of people were going into the stores to buy from them. Dick's Sporting Goods is like, nobody really knows that name as much anymore. And it just, let me give you actually a better example. Blockbuster. I don't know if any of you remember what Blockbuster is. Blockbuster. It used to be a place where you used to go rent your DVDs, your video cassettes, and you used to have a membership. It was like the Netflix, but if they had a store. They had a stock. They were booming at that point in the 2000s. When they came out, they were like maybe $1 and something, and 10 years had passed. They were booming. They were like, I don't know, 100 and something, let's just say. But then Netflix came out. Netflix became the more popular thing. Streaming was coming out. Nobody was really going to Blockbuster or the stores to rent VHSs or freaking DVDs at this point. They was like, what's the point? We have internet. Their stocks started declining. The store went bankrupt. Everybody who had stocks in there who didn't sell lost all their money. Oh! So my point was, people probably thought, okay, Dick's Sporting Goods, they're going out of business, but they can have a comeback. They started buying a whole bunch of stocks, thinking, okay, I can make a quick buck right here. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can get really lucky. Sometimes they can have a merger. If another company decides to buy them, their stock eventually gets rolled over to the other main company, and they give you usually an equivalent to what it would have been worth. They could have a ratio between, this is just an example, a ratio between 2 to 1, 3 to 1. So let's say if you had like, I don't know, 10 blockbuster stocks, when, let's say if Netflix bought them as an example, you would get back maybe like 2 or 3 stocks, because Netflix stock is actually worth more. Welcome back, Gaming with Toys. We're just talking about stocks and the market, and again, this is not me, I'm not being an expert. I'm just giving advice as to my personal experiences, and you can do as you wish with that. So moving on, you know, the penny stocks, you know, started getting the penny stocks, you know, started doing my homework with that, and then I said, you know what, let me look at the major companies. What major companies are out there that are not that expensive that I can invest in? So I let the penny stocks stay in the back because I knew that whatever, they didn't have high volatility. That's a keyword. I'm watching your live stream because you're a great streamer. Thank you, Gaming with Toys. I appreciate it. Listen, that always keeps me positive, you know? Oh! Oh! No! I only have 1 life left! Say, what stocks would you invest? Yeah, I can tell you, I can definitely give you advice into what stocks I would invest. I can't tell you how many you should buy, but what I would say is buy as many as you can, that you can afford. There you go. So, I'm gonna get to that. Long story short, I started looking into companies like, okay, what do people use when you want to invest? You have to think about stocks. What are people using on a constant basis that are, you know, that is not gonna have a break? There's people who invest in stocks that own toilet paper. People did a lot of money during the COVID crisis by putting money into Johnson & Johnson. They own a lot of places that do toilet paper. And it's still good. I would recommend investing in Johnson & Johnson. They're doing pretty good right now. The stock it's still not pricey, but it's like it's doable if you have the money to do it. At least one stock if you can. But if you're young, going back to the young part, just to switch a couple of gears, you want to look into investing. Like I said, it's important that you start at a young age because it's gonna help you. It's gonna be a little cushion. Put it this way, if you were playing a video game in real life, you want to have like a little buffer in case something happens. So when you start at a young age and you can convince your parents that if they can take out $10 a week that goes into a fund for you, listen, and it can make money on the side, you know, invest the money so that way it keeps making money. That's pretty much the goal. So by the time you grow up, if you want to invest more into other things, you can definitely do that, you know. So going back to being grown and trying to figure out what to do with the stocks, right? So my penny stocks pretty much started maturing, and some of them did really good. Some of them I had to give up. Some of them were medical because I looked up. Some of them had like cancer trial medicine, and it didn't go that well. It actually had like a side effect, and it didn't do that well. You know, even though I did my homework, I looked at the company, but I didn't lose that much money because there wasn't that much high volatility. That was my point. That even if you started losing money, you wouldn't bleed that much money from that stock. So the other ones I kept because I said, you know what, these companies could become mature. It could become something that I can, you know, invest more money in, because there's penny stocks. Like if I invest more and I know they're gonna do really good, then it's gonna be a great thing to do. So then looking back at the big companies, I started looking at insurance companies. I started looking at, you know, what other things that people use every day. There was stuff that had to deal with food. Somehow somebody recommended me to look into minerals and gold, and I said, it's a little bit risky. When I looked into it and I did my homework, it's a little bit risky investing in minerals and in gold. But then I looked at we can analyze a company, for example, right now. Funko, for example. When I looked at Funko when it came out, they announced in the news that Funko was gonna come out at a sale price of $14 per stock as the initial price. You know, when the stocks when the bell rang and, you know, Funko came out, I was so excited. I said, Why would I want to invest a money in something that may lose value when I can just have the stock and it could gain value? When the stock came out, it was worth $7.50. Oh! Yeah. Ooh, baby, 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 baby. What was I saying? What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? I lost complete track because I thought I was about to die right there. Ooh. So then I invested, I guess. Oh shit! So I invested in more things, you know. And I looked at the big companies. Funko. What up, Fate? How are you doing? Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Back away, back away. How are you doing, Fate? So then Funko, I thought, you know, they came out at $7.50. It was supposed to be worth $14. Let me just start investing in a couple of these stocks. So I started putting a couple of money, started buying more stocks every Friday when I got paid. And, you know, I made sure that I had enough to pay my bills. And whatever I had left, I went ahead and I invested that into the Funko stocks, you know. Yo, Fate, what's going on, my boy? How you been, man? You okay right there? You having a little strokey stroke? So then I saw, you know, let me do my homework. So that I pretty much you can look up this online and it's free to access to anyone. It's public information. So I went and I looked at the company and I said, let me see what they're doing here. How much are they making? They were making pretty good amount of money at the year. First, second quarters were pretty strong. You know, the company was still fresh. So they were catching up. The company went up to a point where the stock was worth, so I had bought so many stocks that they were worth at one point $30, right? I was like, fuck, I'm making mad money on this bitch. But remember, you don't want to sell. You want to hold on to the stocks in the long run, you know? Oh! Don't you worry, Chad. This cocksucker, yo, I swear. Am I late to the party, boys? What up, Lloyd? How you doing, my boy? Welcome to the stream. You just actually started not too long ago. What is that skeleton? Oh, a secret room? Get out of here. Did I finally find something different in the... Oh! Just got here. How you been, my boy? How's everything? Welcome, man. Oh, we get a royal chest! Let me get something delicious. Oh, here come the party poopers, ruining everything. Can I enjoy this moment, please? Oh my god, this cocksucker right here. He would have ruined everything. Alright, let's see. What am I gonna get in here? Wow, I didn't get shit. They did me dirty. A fucking bow. So then, you know, I saw Funko was doing pretty good. So then I had made a lot of money, right? But then the problem was that a lot of things started happening and they didn't project how much they were going to make the next quarter. They actually missed their mark. They started making more product than they were supposed to. Because remember, Funko at one point used to drop exclusives very rarely, right? It wasn't like something like they would do every fucking week. And they were making money. They just made sure that they did a lot of that. But then they got a little bit greedy, I think, in my opinion. They started gaining all these licenses to sell more of these things, which is a good idea. I don't think it's bad. But they took more than they could chew off. And in the end, I guess you could say in the end, you know, right now they're still doing okay. They're not in danger. They're doing really good, and I recommend definitely you buy that. So if I want to grade it from A, B, C, and D, let's just say we have a grade system, right? That's like the grade system that usually people use for stocks. I'm gonna put it, for me, in my opinion, right? A being the best, D being the worst. Like A, to hold on to it and buy it. D, to go ahead and sell that shit and just don't even get involved with that bitch again. Now, how's everyone going? I'm doing hella good, my boy. Hella hype right now. That's good to hear, Lloyd. Did you get to finish that AMV that you were telling us about? I'm glad to hear that, man. Any other plans for the weekend? So then, what was I saying? So what ended up happening was with the stock is that they miscalculated that, and they ended up spending more money than they were supposed to, and dropping fucking pops left and right. People was like, nope, this is too much, we can't keep up. Some of them were just pops that made no fucking sense. That, like, I don't know, man. Oh, the piggy! So now a lot of people wanted to buy them. Cocksucker! Woo! Woo! Hold up. Yeah, finished it a couple of days ago. Okay, not bad. Definitely put it in the stream. Oh, please don't die. Definitely put it in the Discord, I mean. And by the way, if you guys want to join the Discord server, the link is right below. Let me know if it works. And I'll definitely yeah, join the Discord just to keep in touch. And yeah, we just drop a whole bunch of memes, and it's a meme Discord at this point. So what do I grade it? Yes. So I would grade right now Funko, I would say a solid, I would say a solid B-. I only give it that grade because I don't think this company is gonna go away anytime soon. I think that the product that they sell are popular. They just have to be a little bit more careful with which licenses they get, and you know, like, get the popular ones. Don't just try to, you know, get popular ones. I think if they do more of these charitable things, charitable pops, I think they'll sell more, because those are automatically grails. Like what they did with Toucan the Sam, it was meant to go donations to, I think it was to Australia when they was going through that fire. It was only 3,000 pieces metallic. I'm like, why did they make 3,000 pieces only? What they should have done was like at least 20,000, and all the proceeds I think went to it, or at least 80% of it went to that. But I would grade it a B- because I think the company is not gonna go anywhere. I think the company is gonna keep doing what they're supposed to do. I think they're gonna adapt, but they need to make better choices at what pops they release and how often they release the pops. They need to have more exclusive con pops if they want to make more money. I think if they start backing up more of these like small cons that are up and coming, and like have exclusive ones from there, I think they'll make bank. People will buy it because it's all about the sticker. For me, it's all about the fucking sticker. I mean, they have to be flocked, and right now I don't care if they're glow in the dark, but if they're flocked or, you know, metallic, I have to see, or chrome, it has to have that sticker, you know. So that's what's going on with Funko. So then going back to the penny stocks, the one company I was telling you that was doing really good, so that company ended up getting bought because they did a clinical trial drug for hepatitis, I think it was. You know, right now hepatitis B, I think it is the one that's like been dangerous for a lot of people back in like at least 10 years ago, but now there's like a cure. Now there's a cure, and this is something that actually helps you deal with hepatitis B, not the sexual transmitted disease. This one has to do more with the liver, I think. So, ooh, cocksuckers! Can you tell me about your AMV, Lloyd? And actually, like last time, how did you what kind of music did you use in the AMV? It was like dark. Hey Coco, if you were an anime, your name would sound a lot like Jojo. But anyway, 1 out of 10. How hype are you, my boy? I'm a little bit hype more. I mean, I'm a little bit more hype now. A little bit much more happier now because, like I said, I was able to vent earlier about a problem that I was going through, and I think everything is gonna be fine, you know. Oh shit! There's a solution to everything except death, you know. But I'm definitely hype. So the penny stock did very good, right? And it ended up getting bought by another. It got absorbed by another. Think about this. Think about it this way. Majin Buu wanted to become more powerful. What did he have to do? He had to suck motherfuckers, right? So this other company absorbed the penny stock I bought, and right now it's doing really good. Oh! Nope, we're not gonna deal with that. We're not gonna deal with that at this moment. Where the fuck is the boss? Like, am I just been going in circles or some shit? No, I've been going... Oh, we're gonna get some treasure! So then once it got bought, they pretty much... They do invite you into these meetings, by the way. So you have to attend these meetings if you can. Because they ask you to vote for these things. The proxy meetings, that's what it's called. You own a piece of the company. So in a sense, you're an owner. You own a piece of the company, so your vote counts. So whatever updates they have, are they gonna decide if the board stays the same, or if they're gonna make changes, or if the company got absorbed. In this case, if you accept them to give you an exchange for some of their stocks, or if you get a cash out payment. I said, go ahead, give me some of their stocks, because that's what I want. I want to reinvest that money. So I got less stocks from them because obviously their stocks were worth more than mine. And cocksuckers. Woo! Woo! I got one life fucking left. I gotta be extra careful now. Do not get murked. Do not get murked. Do not get murked. Woo! 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 Cocksucker! It's over for you, motherfuckers. It's that Terminator. Go! Muda! Woo! Don't you run away from me. I got some fingers for that ass. So they ended up getting absorbed and they asked you to vote. I said I wanted the stocks. So in exchange, they gave me, the ratio was for every 10 stocks that I have, they would give me 1 stock of theirs. So I ended up having I had 150 stocks. So in the end, I ended up with 15 stocks. But the equivalent was the good part. Even though I had less stocks as I originally started with the penny stock company, the amount was the same. That's what I want you to understand, that the amount was the same. Because remember, their stocks are worth more. So I was happy. I said, you know what? I made a little bank here, and it's being reinvested. And I know that when 20 years from now, it may seem like a long time, but it passes by really quick, guys. That's why it's good to invest, because as soon as you realize that you get old and shit. But it's good to have a little buffer room, because you never know what's gonna happen, you know. So we could talk about other stocks. Absolutely, we have a question about them. I was gonna bring up actually Coca-Cola. What I would rate Coca-Cola right now at this point. Oh, don't you worry, child. Now, how the fuck am I supposed to go through that? Like, am I supposed to hit something? Hey Coco, you were in anime with what? I think I told you how. Wait, did I get back to you? I did say I was hype. I was really hype. So you guys are off school already, right? They need to open this shit for me. I don't know how to open this at this point. I thought I had opened it. No, I went through there. Wait a minute. So wait, how do you open this thing right here? That makes no fucking sense. Is this like a secret thing? And I can't get through it yet? I think that's what it is, right? I can't get through it yet. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I can't get through it yet. Alright, let's move on. It couldn't get any bigger. And yeah. So that's pretty much what I would advise is anytime you see something like that, definitely go ahead and take advantage of it, because it's a good thing, because especially right now some stocks are really worth buying, but you have to do your homework. You have to investigate how good they're doing, especially during this pandemic. Don't just think because they're selling something that everybody's buying, they're doing good. They're probably gonna make a quick bank and then bounce afterwards. So you can't think like that. You have to do your homework. You can take my advice, but that's only based off of what I've gotten. I can't say that's what you should do. Based on what I've done, I think that's what I would recommend. So Virgin Galactic, right? And when we'll get back to Coca-Cola. 2 more months? Nice, my boy. Very, very nice. So what are you gonna be doing during your break time? Do you have anything planned? Are you gonna work on more AMVs? Are you gonna go out with your family? Are you gonna just... Oh! No! Oh my lord, we're back. I'm back. After all this work, I am not... Nope. Nope. We're not doing this right now. We're not doing this right now. My lord. What was going on? Oh my lord. Yes, and we got a trophy. Look at that. Whew. Also, I got a job. Watching your sister counts as a job. No, that's good. That's good. If they, that means they believe enough in you to trust you with that. You know what I mean? And give you a salary for that. You know, so it's a good thing. So there's this other stock called Virgin Galactic, for example. I especially spoke to Nani about this one, and I think it's a good stock. Oh, please don't die. Please don't die. Bitch. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm trying to doing collabs and adding more to the channel. Good, good. Yeah, make sure you post the link to your video on the Discord, my boy, so that way everybody can see the AMV. This time the Discord is different, you know. Everybody's gonna give you positive feedback. It's not like it was before, you know. So we're definitely here for support, you know. Oh please, don't fucking die. Not out of all moments. This is gonna happen. Not here. Not here. Cocksuckers. Yeah. And they gave me a new armor. Cocksuckers. Come on, let me get some of that food. Cocksuckers. Woo! 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 Nope. Please don't die. That's good. That's good to hear. Who do you plan on collabing with? Like, is it gonna be just for AMVs, or are you gonna do like vlogs, or? Oof! Cocksuckers wanna always put some fucking webs on me. You cocksuckers. Yeah, bitch. So Virgin Galactic, right? Did you play Fighter Z? I used to at one point. But then I got all salty because I used to whoop everybody's ass, and you know, I retired. I retired from that, you know, from that game. So Virgin Galactic, if you guys don't know, Virgin is a company owned by this is very, I forgot his name. He pretty much owns that motherfucker's rich, okay? He's known. He's a known company. I looked into it. They're always doing innovative things. They're always doing money, investing into things, and you know. Where the fuck am I? There's a lot to do on this side. I don't want to go through there because honestly, I just want to get through here and get the fuck out of here and move on to the next level, because if we keep dying the way we did today without paying attention, we almost lost everything. We almost lost everything. And it's a tragedy. We have to go this way. It couldn't get any bigger. Whoa. Okay, you gotta try different things. Good, good. It's alright if you don't have a plan right now in regards to that, because I know eventually you're gonna figure it out. So then the company I was talking about decided now to buy. It has a main company called Virgin something Inc. But it decided to buy now this thing called, because there's this company in China, right? That's doing, I think in China. I think so. They're doing space, or Russia, space exploration, and here too. Tesla, I think, is doing it, or somebody else. Space exploration, and they're charging you an arm and a leg, like $60,000 just to go into space as a tourist. So Virgin Galactic is pretty much Bronson is his last name, I think. He decided to go ahead and make it cheaper. He said, you know what, we can take you guys into the stratosphere or a little bit above that for like $10,000. Go into space for $10,000, or at least, you know, something similar to close to space. And I said, you know what, this has potential. Space travel, if Tesla's doing it, This other company in China is doing it. Uh, think about it. It's the next big thing, you know. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and invest in this company. When it became public, again, rule of thumb, I think it is, in my opinion. I don't know. It was supposed to be worth $14. When it came out, it was worth $6 and something cents. I ended up getting, at that time when it was $6, I ended up getting like, shit. I said, let me buy 50 stocks. I ended up buying 50 stocks and pay a little penny for that. You can make the math. And look how much the stock is worth now. Even through the recession, it's been doing good. It's been doing good. Last time it had, like, remember I said about news. Now here's what the news come in play. They had these news where it goes online. They're like, oh, Virgin Galactic Inc. just launched their new satellite, blah 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 blah, and it's pretty good. The launch was successful. Mind you, this is not government stuff. This is their own technology, right? They were able to launch successfully into space. They did like a test drive. And those positive news made the investors more happy, and they invested more money. And they were like, yo, this is actually going to work. So they did a couple of test runs and all this and that. And now they're doing, I think, another test run flight to see when they can start actually taking people into space. So the stock has been pretty steady. It hasn't grown like OD. The bubble only blew up the last couple of months because I guess we're talking about space, and then the coronavirus happened, and then it stayed at a stall. So it's my grade recommendation for Virgin Galactic right now at its price. I would say a solid A-, only because the company has a potential, I think, for them to grow even more. And I think his name is Charles Bronson. I don't think it's Bronson or some shit. He knows what he's doing, and he's always managed his businesses in a good way, you know. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Then you have T-Mobile. Now here's what happened with T-Mobile. Going back to the mergers and the news. Again, remember what happened with Virgin? Just having that news in the outlet saying that their launch was successful, their test drive was great, and they were able to actually launch. That boosted their price, you know, and popularity. So T-Mobile, Sprint had some stocks for like $7, and T-Mobile's was worth like $35, right? Hey Coco, on the way to getting us to space. And here's the great thing, by the way, guys. Tesla's offering free internet, something called Earthlink. If you go to their website or you Google it, Tesla has pretty much launched small satellites all throughout space, which are supposed to provide free internet to everyone who has signed up. You can beta test this free program that Tesla is pretty much sending out, you know. So go to their website, check it out. It's free, doesn't hurt. They'll contact you when you're able to beta test their internet. So get Galactic right now, yes. That's why I gave it an A-. Get it right now. I would say start with some 10 stocks and see how that goes with Virgin Galactic, and see how it progresses throughout the next couple of weeks. But do your homework first. Go check out what I was telling you. Go check out how much they're doing quarterly. Check out how much their annual revenue is, or how much revenue they've accumulated so far. Who are the investors? Just look into the news. Go just put in their name and just click on news and look into it. It's going to give you a summary. It's going to tell you everything right there. It's not that complicated. Trust me, it's not that complicated. When I started getting involved with it, I got scared because I saw so many numbers. I thought I had to do addition. You don't have to do none of that shit. All you're doing is just reading exactly what they give you. They pretty much are telling you this is how much they're making. This is how much they're breaking bank. This is how much they're spending. That's pretty much all they're telling you. Yeah, just as a starting point. And then, like I said, do your homework. Look into how good they're doing. If it looks like it's increasing, then you can be like, okay, you know what? I feel like I can invest a little bit more. And then you decide how much more you want to invest. You gotta go with your gut. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a good start. Definitely a good start with Funko. Not a bad start. We have to see how they're gonna progress, right? So Sprint, I ended up buying Sprint, and Sprint was very cheap. The only reason why I bought Sprint is because they were saying that Sprint and T-Mobile wanted to do a merger, but they were blocking them. The government was saying you can't do it because then it's gonna become like a monopoly and blah 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 blah. So that was ongoing for a while. So then when the government said, all right, we're not gonna oppose the merger, go ahead, I went and bought a whole bunch of Sprint stocks, and I said, you know what, it's a good time. I had to check if they were still available, because if they're blacklisted, that means they're not available for buying. There's a way you can buy private stocks, but that's a conversation for another time. We finished. Woo! Please tell me we're done with this shit. I don't want to keep dying. Please tell me we're done with this shit. Of course we're not done with this shit. And the merger went through. So then a couple of weeks later, they sent me this fucking invite saying, oh, you know, attend the proxy meeting. Virgin Galactic Holdings, yes. This meeting, about proxy meeting about, oh, T-Mobile was going to be the merger. How much do you want to get money for your stocks? Or do you want to have them, you know, be exchanged for stocks? I said I want to get them exchanged for stocks. So I went from, let's just say, buying 80 Sprint stocks, and I ended up with like 16 T-Mobile stocks. No, I'm lying. I exaggerated. It was just an example. I bought 30 Sprint stocks, and I ended up with 6 T-Mobile stocks. But the amount was more because now I'm making more money, because remember, I got the equivalent of a T-Mobile stock. Less stocks, but they're equal to the same amount. And T-Mobile has been doing so good. Talking about 5G, you go to the new, they're the first ones to start 5G in certain states, and those news are the things that boost the stocks prices and the businesses prices, you know. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Nope, we're not dying here. We're not dying here. Motherfuckers. I'm the motherfucker that sends motherfuckers to kill motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I don't want to kill you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to kill you. I really am not. Is this the end? Please. I don't want to die. Woo. Woo. So like I was saying, it's a good thing that you have to look at it. It's as simple as going to Google. We have phones, technology. You can definitely reach out to your boy Koko and be like, Koko, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I'll definitely drop some advice, some gems for you. But I won't tell you what I was really trying to say is, like, I won't tell you invest this much into this, because I don't want you to fail. What I would do is just let you try out the waters first. I'm literally putting you in the water, be like, listen, you have to decide how much you want to buy later on, but for now, this is where you want to start off, just to have you analyze how your money is working when you invest. It's not too risky, it's not too bad. Ghost Cloak? Oh, the souls trapped in the Ghost Cloak are protective, but they radiate a sense of melancholy. What? Melancholy? I guess. Let's put that on. Let's put that on, baby. I like the horn that I have on right now, and actually it's got to be much more better than this, I think. What does this do? What? I get to absorb souls? Wait, what does this do? Briefly gain ghost form, allowing you to move through mobs and absorb some damage. What? Oh, and absorb damage. 9 speed, 6-second cooldown. Oh. So right now, T-Mobile, if you want to start investing with them, it's different. Because remember, I ended up buying Sprint stocks. So my Sprint stocks ended up becoming T-Mobile stocks. But I do recommend that you invest into T-Mobile stocks. So the grade that I would give T-Mobile. Right now, I would grade T-Mobile a solid A, in all honesty. The reason why I say that is because T-Mobile just bought Sprint, right? It just introduced 5G. It has all the good phones. It has Apple, it has Samsung. There really is nothing that they're not doing. So if you really think about it, T-Mobile is doing good. So I recommend, if you're gonna buy T-Mobile, start off with 5 stocks for now. See how that goes.
The Illager raids
5 to
are
10
worse
stocks,
excellence
depending
than
how
the
much you can
Shroud
afford.
to ruin.
They're not too pricey.
Only one village remains unspoiled in this corner of the world. Make haste, hero. You must warn the villagers there of the battle to come. You are their only hope.
Yeah. So, now let's talk about expensive stocks and known companies. For example, Walt Disney. The Walt Disney stocks are fucking expensive. Each individual, just one stock costs you around $200 and something. At one point, let's say we'll talk about Amazon later on too. So, I always wanted to own a part of Disney, you know? So, I was able to save up, and I had to decide, do I want to invest in more penny stocks, or do I want to invest in a company that I know is going to be, doing good? So then I said, you know what, fuck it. I saved the money that I had, and I was able to buy some stocks for Disney. I was only able to buy 3 fucking stocks. So I bought 3 stocks for Disney. That's all I've had so far. They've been doing really good. And the only reason why I bought them, right? If you would have bought Disney stocks 10 years ago, you would have been a fucking millionaire right now. Their stocks were literally like 16 cents. Not even 10 years, 20 years ago, I'm sorry. 16 cents, 16 cents. And look how much they're worth now. So if you would have invested like $1,000 or $10,000 back in the day, you would have been rich right now. So that's pretty much what the goal is. If you want to invest in this company that you want to hold for the long run, that you know that when you're 20, 40, aside from your 401k, there may potentially be additional income, passive income that you can have and use for when you're old. When you're old, you never know. Let me be honest with you. When you're old, you're gonna get sick. Unfortunately, you're gonna need attention. You're gonna need medicine. Where we're going, and everything going on. When you're old, it's unfortunately it's just part of life. We're gonna have to get medical bills, go to the doctor. You get Medicaid. I know Medicare when you're 65. Medicaid, I think, if you're applicable. So at one point you still got to pay a portion of your bill. Remember, you're no longer working when you're older at 65 or 70. And those medical bills can add up really quick. So you want to invest. That's the whole point of doing this. You want to invest in your future. That's the point. So you can use that money. You pretty much, when you get older, determine, I'm going to use this to pay off my college tuition, or I'm going to use this and keep letting it stay there until if I'm going to get married, or maybe you want to buy a house. Or you can use that money as an emergency, As long as you don't touch the money. That's the point. You do not want to touch the money. Same thing with your 401k. You do not want to touch that money. Whatever the fuck is going on, make sacrifice. What the fuck is this little motherfucker right there? What? He was on a duck? So then I ended up buying 3 Walt Disney stocks because in my head I said, you know what? I want to own a part of Disney, and even though it's not a lot, at least I own a part. And the reason why I bought it is because during that time they were saying, oh, we're gonna buy effects, we're gonna buy freaking Marvel. During that time, each stock was worth $160. So I ended up buying 3. Right now the stock is worth 220 something, I think. How much money did I make there? It wasn't a lot, but I made some money there. But if you wanted to invest now in Disney, let me just tell you, it's gonna be really slow how much it's going to go up. It's gonna be fluctuating a lot, but it won't be by a lot, if that means. But it's gonna fluctuate by a lot, but it won't be by a lot, if that makes sense. But what I mean is, like, it's gonna fluctuate at every moment, but it won't be like really high up and really low. Like, you won't be gaining a lot and you won't be losing a lot. It'll pretty much be like a day is good, a day is bad, a day is good, a day is bad. So it'll just be an up and down type of thing where it just stays stable. Because it's nothing new happening with Disney. Right now Disney is a stable company, you're investing, but you're still gonna get more money in the long run. So what I'm saying is that it's gonna be going up and down, but it's gonna be going towards the up. So it's gonna follow a pattern is what I'm saying. I know it doesn't make sense right now because I'm not showing it on the screen what the fuck I'm doing. But the whole point is that it's gonna be a graph where the thing is gonna show that it had its ups and downs, but eventually it just led to it trending upwards as opposed to it going down. Oh my lord, I hate when these cocksuckers be summoning these bullshits. Want to kick his ass. So that's what I mean, that some of these are expensive, but if you do your homework and you look into that, how that, you know, you want to hold on to those things. Disney is not what I would recommend is like, how much, like what grade would I give Disney? Disney right now I would give solid B plus. Why would I give it a B plus? I don't think it's worth investing a lot into it. I guess it's just because I would recommend, if you want to have it just for the fuck of it, because you want to say I own Disney, go ahead and do it. Get like what I did, buy 2-3 stocks and get it over with. But just keep in mind that's gonna be like $600-$700 that you're gonna be spending that you may need for something else. So only buy it if you have the extra money that you have to spare. If you don't have the extra money to spare, do not like be like, oh shit, I wasted my baby's money. I wasted my baby mama's birthday gift. I wasted my mom's money for the food. Or I wasted my money for the train. Yo, what up, Calvin? How you doing, my boy? So what I would say is that, you know, make sure when you invest, just do it wisely, do your homework, look into how much, you know, money you can get back from it, how good the company is doing, if anything is going to affect it. Sometimes you are going to be having to use common sense. Like right now, Funko is like really low. The only reason is because a lot of their production was done overseas, and guess where? China. And what happened in China? Now, I'm not saying China is the originator or the one at fault here. What I am saying, however, is that I'm pointing out where it actually originated, because it's news. It came out in the news. You know, it's news that affect the company. Being that it's in China, they cannot import the toys to come in here, so there's a delay. If there's a delay, they no longer want the items because they're contaminated or because there's a high risk. So now they lose money there. How you been, Calvin? How's everything? How's your day going so far? And yeah. What the fuck was I saying? I gotta keep me on check, man, because I'll be forgetting. I'm trying to concentrate not to fucking die, thinking that we're still in the last level, but this is a new level. I've been good, Calvin, man. How's everything with you? How's your weekend so far? So it's risky when you buy known companies that cost a lot of money, because, you know, the return investment is pretty much what I wanted to use the term. The return investment is not gonna be too great. You're still gonna have some investment return. What I would say is learn this other terminology: medium risk, medium risk, high risk, and low risk. Low risks are those big companies that I was just mentioning right now, like Disney and whatnot, because, like I said, they're always gonna be making money, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna be slow and steady, you know, slow and steady. Now, medium risk is gonna be companies that are like they're stocks that own little bits and pieces of like big company names. And I like those because you actually get to own little bits and pieces of everything. Those are called, like, I like to call them consolidated stocks. The S&P 500, which is the most expensive one, for example, that one owns like several companies underneath it. So it's something like that. Think about it this way: it's a group of companies, and they just pile them up into this one group. Instead of buying them at full price, you actually buy a portion of those shares, but you still own and have an equal vote with the other owners. And then there's the high risk. The high risk means that you can either make bank or you can lose everything. Great, man. How about yours? You want to play GTA Online together when you're done. What? What would you say? Wait, I couldn't see the comment section. Hey, want to play GTA Online together when you're done? My game is updating. I'm gonna let you know, because right now it's gonna be 2:45 a.m. for me at least. I'll let you know. Just because I don't want to leave you hanging, my boy. I'm gonna be honest with you because my eyes are getting a little bit dreary. I mean, dreary. What the fuck is the word? Eat that apple! Oh, please! Eat that fucking apple! Cocksuckers! Woo! Yeah, but does it need to be updating? Hold on a second. I'm sorry. it better say it's yeah. I'm so sorry, man. Only because it's a little bit late. That's why. Because then if I stayed that late, that means there's gonna be no more streams tomorrow. Unfortunately, because then I'm gonna wake up super late. I'm gonna be waking up like at 5 p.m. I'm like, what the fuck, Koko? What the fuck, Koko? I wasn't feeling too good. I was feeling sad, and I wanna watch a stream, bitch ass nigga. I'm like, damn son, where'd you find that? I'm like, alright, Koko, you made me feel better. I'm like, nah, motherfucker, you made me feel better. Cause just hearing your laugh, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, Koko, but how do you know I was laughing? Stalker. Yeah, mine was a little bit late. Really? Yeah, no worries. I was just trying to be funny. I'm sorry. That was in bad taste. Be like, oh, that wasn't funny, you bitch ass nigga. It wasn't as last time. Who was it? Who? I forgot who was it. Was it you? When they were like, my sister heard you, Koko. Shut the hell up. I forgot what I was saying. I think I was singing or some shit. So yeah, getting back to the stocks, long story short, if you're young, try to invest in it, but do your homework, do your research, look into what each thing means, the terminology. Don't be afraid of the numbers. They're literally just giving you data of what the company is and how it's doing. Everything is labeled. The only thing that's not labeled is the actual graph or chart, because it's literally just self-explanatory. It just says, well, it is labeled. It's gonna tell you this is the growth. This is how much they've been progressing. You're funny. I try to be when I can. I have my moments, I guess. I have my moments. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so try to invest when you can. If you're young, ask your parents to look into it. I think they're gonna be more interested in the fact that you brought it up. Just if they say, wait, who the fuck's talking to my son about investing some money? Hold up a second. I don't want no other grown ass man talking to my son about investing. What the fuck are you trying to do? Just be like, listen, I went online, I started Googling about stocks, and I got interested in it. Can you sit down with me and like, can we learn together about this? And then you can just drop it in there. Be like, what do you think about investing $10 a week? It's not that much into a fund for me in case, you know, something happens, or, you know, I might be able to use it for college. That way it's not too hard on you, dad or mom, when you get old. And I don't think they would oppose. It's just $10 every week. Isn't a 5 shares the best to get? Yeah, you could get 5 shares for now. If you don't want to spend too much, because I know San Diego Comic comes around the corner. Right now, Nani, if it's T-Mobile, how about you just start with 3 stocks? Start with 3 stocks. 3 or 2. I'll leave it up to you. Start with 3 or 2. Just so you can see pretty much where it's at. Just because that way it's much easier for you to keep tabs and just check out how it progresses throughout the rest of the week, and you know if it's doing good or not. But yeah, so if you're older, it's never too late to invest. Don't ever think that, whether you're 20, 30, 40, or even 50, it's never too late to invest. Remember, you wanna, you know, life is just the way it is. You know, unfortunately, we're gonna get old. We're gonna end up dying. So even if you're really old, you want to invest. You know why? Because at least for me, this is the way I think. Let's say if I was like really old, then I have never saved in my life. But I know eventually that my life is gonna be taken away because I'm old. You know, it's unfortunately my mortality is gonna take me. But I keep in mind what's gonna be the cost of the funeral. What's gonna be the cost of the casket. Most of these things eventually end up adding up to a total of what, like $12,000. And if you want to cremate somebody, that's like cremating somebody is just $700. So in my head, I'm thinking like if I was old, right, and I have never invested, it's never too late because you don't want to leave that burden to somebody, you know, to deal with. So if I was old, I would say you're not investing, or you can invest for your grandkids too. You can always invest for your grandkids. So not to be, what's it called, in a somber. All right, 1 share doesn't really do anything, right? No, you could get 1 share too. 1 share is not bad. Get 1 share. Get one share, and that way you can see if it's doing positive or negative. And you're gonna see pretty much what I mean. Get one stock just to start it off. Like I said, it's up to you what you want. I'm just pretty much giving you like the rule of thumb, but it's not necessarily something you have to follow. It's just whatever you feel comfortable with and how much resources you have. So again, I'm not an advisor in regards to this. I'm just talking about my own experiences with it and how I feel about those companies. Woo! And so if you're older, it's never too late. Again, you know, going to a more positive note. You may want to invest for your grandkids. Let's say if you're 40, 50, and let's say at this point you already like paid off your house, right? But then you don't have income and something, you know, happens to you, or not even that. Oh, please! Back away, back away, back away. Oh my lord. I almost freaking died there. Almost freaking died there. So it's never too late to invest. What you want to do is pretty much try to set a goal. You can invest for many things. One good thing is you can invest for long-term goals or short-term goals, but the main thing is you want to invest for long-term goals, because let's say you get to live for a very long time. That's nice, a nice little income that you can have. So stocks, like I said, it's something that I've simplified it to the best that I can, and we can definitely always like revisit the talk and tell you guys anything new that I've learned. And we can view more companies. Absolutely, we can view more companies. I did mention Coca-Cola earlier. We're gonna go talk about Amazon too, and then we could probably switch the topic and talk about anything else. If you guys want to talk about anything else, put it in the subject, and we'll definitely go switch gears into that later on. But anyways, Calvin, how you been, my boy? And gaming toys, how's did you go get any snacks? Oh, please! Ooh! Ooh! Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Fuck out of here. I got the ghost, baby. I got the ghost. I'm so hood. Cocksucker! Oh my lord, of course I gotta put all these motherfuckers in here with me. Yeah, of course. Don't you worry, child. So yeah, it's never too late. Go ahead and, like I said, you can invest for that, because you never know. You never know what life's gonna throw at you, you know? You can use that for medical bills. You can always, you know, if you are working and you feel like, oh, I don't want to save for myself, there's no point of doing it. That's perfectly fine too. If you feel like you're set and you have enough money saved up and you're not investing that money, it's okay too, you know? But what you could do is, have you thought of investing maybe for your kids or maybe for your grandkids? Putting a fund for them, a little college fund. That's what I'm saying, it's never too late. You pretty much want to invest for those in your family. For the future generations, basically. Ooh! Please! Please open your heart, girl. I need you. Please! Woo! Woo! Cocksuckers! Yeah, baby! So yeah, it's never too late. And you can always, you know, put a fund for your parents too. Like, I'm gonna start doing that for my mom. Probably sometime, I think in July, I'm gonna start doing that and telling her, listen, this is what we're gonna put into the fund, $10 aside each week. Just for her, you know, just because you never know. You never know. Those could be used also for medical bills. That's the beauty of it. Medical bills are very expensive, my boys. I'm allergic to seafood, for example, right? And just getting my freaking allergy pen is like $500, right? But with the discount, the insurance, after all the other shit is taken out, the co-payments, I end up paying like around $160. It's still a lot of money. And the pack is like 3 of them, so I gotta pay for all 3 fucking shits. That's another thing. You want to invest in stocks that have stuff like that. That have medicines that you know every time they fucking use, because you know those things are always gonna be, they're gonna be slow and steady, but they're always gonna be good revenue. At a different point, we're gonna talk about dividends. Dividends are a little bit much more trickier. There's stocks that do not give dividends. There's stocks that simply grow, but they don't give back any to the customer or the owner. Oh, the skeleton horseman! No fucking way! I can confuse him. That's the beauty of it. I can confuse the shit out of them. You could be addicted to a certain time. Come up here, kill this cocksucker! Kill him! Cocksuckers! Woo! Alright. So yeah. Going back to Amazon, same thing I was gonna say. Amazon at one point when it started, it got built in a basement. Come on now. It was worth a couple of cents. But motherfuckers who invested in Amazon, who believed in the company, little did they know, that was like what, 15 years ago? 20 years ago? 25 years ago? These motherfuckers are rich. When I mean they're rich, they have fucking money. Those who invested in the company of Amazon. Right now, if you want to invest, each one is expensive, but it's another one of those that it's slow and steady. Again, you're gonna make money, but it's gonna take a long time. Unless you invest a lot of money, that's another thing. If you invest a lot of money, of course you're gonna make bank. But it's the same process though, because at that point, if you're making that much money, you're gonna be like, okay, I don't care how much more am I making. I'm already rich and shit. What I mean by that is like, for example, right? If you, oh, please don't die. You just want to make sure you look into the stocks, do your research, do your homework, and just keep Googling stuff about stocks. That's the only way you're gonna learn. I'm still learning, and at the end of the day, I'm not an expert. It's only based off of my experiences, and I think I'm having fun because I like learning about this shit. That's what makes it so interesting. I'm like, okay, this is something that I use every day. Now I see how they target me. Now I see how they put things in commercials. Now I see how, why I buy this all the time. And like, this is how much they're making, and I'm giving them my money. I'm like, hell no. How about instead of me giving them my money, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a stock from them, and I owe a part of their company, so that I don't feel too bad when I fucking buy Coca-Cola and shit. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my Coco. So fucking maybe. Oh, Coco came inside your ass, in your ass, in your ass. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, it's a fucking Coco. Oh, I don't like these motherfuckers! Woo! I don't know what happened there. I think I survived by pressing L1. Please. Ooh, cocksucker. Fuck out of here, bitch. Please don't put me in the web. Oh, you. I got 2 lives left. My mama said, life like a box of chocolate. Maybe put your hand inside the box. You might get your big shot off. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's important that you guys, keep learning. If you guys don't sit down at least to read once about this shit, you guys are not gonna get it. Oh, please, not again! Not again! Please! Woo! Woo! Please! 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 Woo! Did I just survive that? Did I just survive that? Anyways. Gonna be addicted to a certain kind of stuff. Just kill that cocksucker, please, man. Kill this cocksucker, please! Oh my lord! There's no escape! The fucking bombs. have to be careful here, man. I have to be careful here. I really do have to be careful here. Ay, ay, ay. Like I was saying, moving back to the other shit. Moving on to the next subject. There's a fucking movie coming out about the end of the fucking world. About fucking meteors falling from the skies. And apparently only being a few bunkers that the fucking government had. Oh, please don't fucking die. Bitch. What you fucking get? Cocksuckers. So yeah. The movie's about the fucking, it has the guy that did the movie 300, Gerard Butler, whatever his name is. That bitch that I love, what's her name? The guy, the girlfriend from Deadpool, Baccaran, whatever her name is, Anita, whatever, Maria or something shit like that. She's banging, yo. The one that played the wife or the girlfriend of Deadpool. That bitch is bad, bro. That bitch is bad. And apparently, you know, there's only a few bunkers, and they're saying, oh, it's just a freaking it's just a meteorite. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it's just about, is this movie gonna be about aliens invading the Earth or some shit? But then the movie throws a fucking curveball at you. I should do a fucking reaction of that, so you guys can see my, cause I'll react the same fucking way that I did the first time. Basically, then the meteor falls in the water, right? And he's like, where's the noise? There's no fucking noise. Apparently, this shit was making a big fucking tsunami, and the fucking thing was cutting like parts of the world. But then we find out that, you know, that's not the end. That fucking pieces of meteor are falling from the sky, and they're fucking like falling at a high speed that they're not burning through the atmosphere enough, fast enough. So when they hit the Earth, they're gonna cause like little impacts. So imagine like little mini nukes falling on fucking Earth. And they're like, okay, we gotta get to the bunker. But yeah, as you can imagine, it's not as an easy thing like Fallout where you could just walk wherever the fuck you want and you're gonna be good. No, everybody's fucking panicking. There's no way to get out of the fucking streets. Then this whole thing happens when people start breaking through the barricades and the government starts shooting. People got separated, explosions. Then the world might happen like this. Bunch of people scared of zombies, and we soon die, and only 2 people to stay alive. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I'd rather have that thing with the zombies. If you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way, drop a like for your boy Coco. It really does help out my channel a lot. I'd rather have the zombie apocalypse than the one I saw in that movie. And you can look it up. Just put End of the World trailer. I forgot what it was called. But it had a weird name to the movie title. Just put End of the World movie with meteors 2020. And it freaking they got separated because those people broke through the barricade, and now this guy's like looking for his family. His family's trying to get to the bunker, and he's like, I have to get to the bunker. Obviously, there's people trying to kill him because they don't want him to get to the bunker. They want to take his spot. Oh, enchanted zombies, baby. Ooh, what was that? Cocksuckers, yeah, you know, you don't got stand a chance for your boy Coco. For your boy Coco! For your boy Coco, do it for your boy Coco. Oh, a scythe! Oh, shit! Zombie apocalypse is better than aliens because aliens can take your brain. I know, I'd rather have the aliens actually do something worse. The aliens probe your ass. You never heard of that? The aliens probing your ass? Fucking aliens be on some shit trying to see what the fuck is inside of us? I'm like, you could have just gone through the fucking mouth. You didn't have to put it in my ass. I mean, whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm talking about the alien. I'm talking about the alien. I'm talking about the alien. Fuck. That sounded wrong. That sounded really wrong. I couldn't even pause there. I caught it mad late. Ooh! Psycho sickles? We gotta put that on. Okay, so look. Okay, so the sickles look really good, but here's the problem. It doesn't have enough power and not enough area. Now, the soul scythe has a little bit less area, a little bit less power, but it has way more speed. Having way more speed is much better. It has 2 enchantment slots, and it has more melee damage. Now, the Claymore definitely that Claymore definitely does have its perks. Now, I don't know. It has a powerful pushback. I kind of want to keep it. I don't want to really fuck too much with the soul side. Let me put it on, but I'm not gonna enchant it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Pause. I know, but you get what I mean. I'd rather have the zombie than the aliens, to be honest. Oh my lord, I hate when these fucking wizards. What is that? I don't like that. Well, I don't know how I feel about this attack. Nope. This is not doing it. Nope, this is not doing it. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, Soul Side's a batch. I just thought because you see, just because it has more power, it doesn't mean that it's better. Better doesn't necessarily mean. Ooh, back away. Follow them in the fucking tunnel on some 300 shit. Don't you worry, child. Cocksuckers. Woo! Yeah, Soul Scythe is a bad choice. But yeah, the movie was pretty creepy at the end. Like, I don't even know if the guy's gonna make it to the bunker and find his family. But then there was like this weird noise, and then the movie title was some weird shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I'm hearing news that... I've spoken about this before, and I've had very, very strong sentiments about this, talking about movies. So, Disney owns the rights for Dragon Ball live action movie. Fox has the rights for the current licensing for Dragon Ball, the live action movie. That was a horrible, horrible thing that came out. But they have the licenses, and Disney was like, well, since we own you, Disney, how about we reboot the Dragon Ball movie from scratch? And now they want to reboot the fucking Dragon Ball. They want to keep ruining my fucking... And apparently, I love Naruto. Don't get me wrong. I give Naruto as much love as any fucking other anime. Like One Piece, I love One Piece. My top 3 gotta be from the OGs. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and One Piece. From the ones that came out in that era. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I've been on for like forever and shit. And Bleach! And Bleach! What am I talking about? But eventually, fucking shit. I knew the fucking whole gang was gonna come out. There you go. But they're gonna remake the live action movie for Dragon Ball, and they're trying to look into making a live action movie for Naruto as well, and it's gonna be whitewashed. I don't know how it's gonna work, but it is what it is, you know. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? I mean, I hope they do a good job at it. I mean, at least. I mean, if they're gonna reboot it, at least, you know, do a proper job with it. If not, just don't even bother. But I think it's just a quick money grab scheme, in which they're just gonna try to make money off of the fans, and you know, I'd rather have another animated Dragon Ball Super movie, just, you know, to know what the fuck happens later on, you know, in the sagas and whatnot. I like where Super is going too, don't get me wrong. The manga, whoop! The manga. My boy Vegeta. Finally, shit. But then again, not really, because now we saw what happened. This motherfucker, Morro. This Morro. I don't like the final design or whatever the fuck he looks like at this point. There you go. We gotta go through here. But you know, whatever. It is what it is, you know. We have to wait and see what's gonna happen. Another thing is the Justice League movie. The Justice League movie is pretty much coming out the remade and through HBO Max 2021, Zack Snyder has been given $20 million to fucking go ahead and finish up his movie, man. I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. Like, you have no idea. I'm a big fan of both DC and Marvel, but if I had to pick like heroes in both of them, it's gotta be Batman and Captain America. Batman for DC, Captain America for Marvel. But yeah, they're trying to bring in the new Batman movie, Bruce Wayne back. I mean Batman, Ben Affleck back. But they're gonna put now apparently. Oh, I don't have the power yet. What's his name? Michael Keaton is gonna be the OG Batman. So I think they're gonna add like different timeline Batmans because they introduced the whole Flashpoint movie that they're gonna make with Flash live action. And I don't know. They said they're gonna have him for several movies. I really hope what they should have done, and I hate it. I hate it because they made fun of Ben Affleck, and I think he did a really great job with Batman. I really think he did a great job. I think that once Zack Snyder went away. Zack Snyder basically went away when he was filming Justice League because his daughter had passed away. So this other director came in to finish the job. By that time, Zack Snyder had like the finishing part of the movie, the second half, in bits and pieces, but not completed. So this other director, who was actually the director for the Avengers, the first movie, he for Age of Ultron, I think it was, he ended up marvelizing, I guess, the rest of the movie, which I don't know if he did it on purpose or because that was his style. It came out a little bit, I mean, it was good for what it was. But apparently they cut it down to like 2 hours and a half. Now we find out that Zack Snyder got the go. They gave him $20 million. They brought all the actors back to reshoot whatever the fuck they gotta reshoot, lines or whatever. The movie's gonna be 4 fucking hours. The Justice League movie, the Zack Snyder cut, is gonna be 4 fucking hours. 3 hours or 45 minutes max. But it's gonna be a good fucking movie. And I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to see the Snyder cut. Now, I do want Ben Affleck to come back as Batman. What they should do is, in the new Batman movie, have the Twilight motherfucker, what's his name? Edward Cullen motherfucker, what's his name? He actually became a vampire and shit, Batman. Let him be the younger version of Bruce Wayne, right? Have Ben Affleck be the much older version. If they're gonna use timeline Batman from different time periods, they should do that. Have that be the young Bruce Wayne. Have this one, Ben Affleck, be the older Bruce Wayne. Have Michael Keaton be like the older Batman. And then for whatever reason, introduce my boy Batman Beyond. I mean, if they're gonna use fucking timelines, fucking do it right. I don't know if you guys know about Batman Beyond. Oh shit. Oh shit. Dead ass. This motherfucker just laughed in my face and said, "You ain't shit. You ain't shit." Oh no, we're not messing with that. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he hiding? Doing his little tantrum shits. Woo! There you go, baby. But yeah, so that's what I really think they should do that. Now, it's like Iron Man at this point, like I'm done with fucking, they should just let Iron Man die at this point. I mean, they bring him back at this point, it's just gonna be like a different timeline. Everybody at this point is just exploring different timelines, I think. I think that's what everybody's doing at this point. What the fuck was that? The Evoker? Who the fuck is the... Oh, I don't like Evokers. I do not like Evokers. That's fucking food. That's food. Oh, you motherfucker. You seen that, right? Alright, we're gonna have to shoot from far away. He is not dying anytime soon. He is not dying anytime soon. So what we're gonna have to do is play it safe. Where is he? Shoot your arrows. Shoot your arrows. Shoot your fucking arrows. Shoot your fucking arrows. Ooh. Woo! Now he really wants to kill my ass. But we can't. We can't let him kill our ass. Cocksucker. I just gotta do this. So I gotta do to survive your bitch ass. Woo! Oh, that's not fucking fair. Why would you do me like that? Cocksucker! Woo! And that's how you fucking do it. If we really want to cheese these. Ooh, and we got the scale mail? What? We got the scale mail. So yeah, they need to do more stuff with Justice League. I think the follow-up the final what's it called, the Flashpoint Paradox live action would just be amazing. I wonder who they're gonna use as Damian. What's it called? Not Damian Wayne. Yeah, they could use him too. But also his father. What's his called? What was his father? How am I drawing his blank as name? Yeah, boy.
And the villagers of the Pumpkin
Thomas Wayne.
Go on to fight another day.
Alright, let's see what we got from this. We definitely ended up getting a new freaking armor. We ended up getting new weapons, but we're gonna keep what we have. We're definitely gonna see what we get from this chest right here. We're gonna try our luck with the amulet stuff, and then equip our mail, upgrade it, and then probably, yeah, leave it there. But let's go ahead and see for now. Let's go ahead and finish doing what we have to do before the stream ends. By the way, guys, if you do want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, that's in the About Me section of my channel, top right corner. When you go into my channel, it does let you take you to Twitter and Instagram, and you can just follow me there and whatnot. Let's go ahead and put the armor piece. It's 1 point more up. Let's go ahead and take the enchantments off by salvaging. Now the scale mail has 2 different things in it now. We gotta go ahead and explore what this says. Explore. For every 100 blocks, explore the map. Whenever you use a healing potion, you can also create random food items. That's definitely gonna come in handy. Healthy synergy. When activating any artifact, you regain a small amount of health. That might come in handy actually. Gravity pulse. A blast occurs every 5 seconds that you pulse near. Ooh. Chilling. Emits a blast of every 2 seconds that reduces the movement. Ooh, every 2 seconds. Wait a minute. What about this? Reduces damage taken. Oh my lord. If I could put more in that bitch, I would. I think I'm gonna go with the when activating any artifact, you regain a small amount of health. I think with the healing potion might be better. All right, that seems to be good. Let's try our luck with the both. Cause I think we've earned. Ooh, flaming quiver. Fill the deadlies, and honestly, I don't think this thing is working out for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this there. Go ahead and check with the blacksmith, maybe we get something good. What is this? 39 reinforced mail? What? So what does this do? 277 health, 35 damage reduction, 30 melee damage. 285 health, 35 damage reduction. 30 chance to negate hits and 100% longer roll cooldown. What? Definitely interesting, but not good enough. Anyways, alright, so we're gonna leave it there for now. I do appreciate everybody coming through tonight and hearing me out, man. Sometimes, you know, it's good to vent out and just, you know, share with people sometimes personal things that you're not at fault. Sometimes, you know, I do say don't worry about things that you can't control, but do worry about things that you can. But as long as you stay positive, I think, you know, everything is gonna be alright. So every little day gonna be alright. With that being said, thanks everybody for coming through. I do appreciate you all. Have a wonderful evening. Get some wonderful sleep. I'll see you all tomorrow for more streams. This is Koko signing off. I'll see you boys and girls next time. Peace. One love.